What is going on, guys? My name is Lextasy and welcome back to the channel. It is so good to see you guys. So for the people that have not followed along yet, this is a 2018 Ford F150 V8 10-speed transmission, regular cab, short bed. So it's an extremely rare piece of a truck, hard to find, and we are going to be building it to 1,000 horsepower. And finally, we have all our dyno numbers, all the reviews done. So it is time to build it and start doing mods to this truck to make it look a lot better, because the only way these trucks come is in a XL or XLT super base option, so there's nothing on it. It looks like a grandpa truck, and it is up to us to fix it to make it stand out. So without further ado, guys, all the parts today that we're going to be installing will definitely change the look of this truck, and they all total cost less than $1,000. So I'm excited to get ahead and install all these. I'm no expert, I'm no mechanic, but they're super simple to do, so anybody can follow along and do it themselves. So without further ado, guys, let's get this video going because we have a lot to do. I cannot express enough to you guys how excited I am to finally start building this truck. All the parts are slowly arriving. I think we have 5 more packages coming in today. From the Whipple supercharger, it's already at the shop. We're going to be installing it. The suspension is here. And most importantly for me at this point is to change the look of this truck. So everything that we need to do and we'll be doing today, like headlights, taillights, fog lights, third brake light, and then a remote start as well. All of these things together cost less than $1,000. Believe it or not, we got crazy good deals for those. And I mean, just look at this truck. It is such a base truck. Besides the tint that we had done, which definitely changes the look of it, blacks out everything. And then you got the aftermarket wheels that already came on the truck. But besides that, the headlights, the fog lights, even with both on, legitimately, you cannot see anything at night. Like, you have to stick a flashlight out the window and still see better than what these things are doing, even with high beams on. Step is coming off because we won't need it. All of this is coming off. The tail light, of course. The package we got is going to be completely blacked out. So the blacked out tail lights, third brake light. Fortunately, I did get the package that gives you, it's like an electronic package, so it does give you, believe it or not, power windows and a backup camera. But besides that, it's extremely base, which is fine because the less weight, the less options you have on there, the better. It's going to take off quicker, in my opinion. But we are going to be adjusting and fixing all that. So some parts that came in that we're going to be installing, look at that. Look how much better that headlight looks compared to the ones that are on it right now. And it's going to be super simple to install as well for the most part. So where's it go? Right here. I mean, come on. Night and day difference. Night and day difference. That blackout housing is going to look good. Fog lights are going to be changed out. So all of these parts, like I said, are here. And since to do the headlights, we have to take off the grille, I bought a grille. I got a blackout Baja grille with a few LED lights on here, amber lights. We are going to be blacking those out later on. But I think that's going to look really sick with the blacked out headlight on the white truck. So a lot of you are going to be asking, why did you get a Baja grille? I mean, why would you do that? But think about it. It's going to look really good with the black headlights on here, black grille all the way across. And quite honestly, I want it to be a clean, flush look, kind of debadged with no like big Ford emblems anywhere. And because we're doing supercharger that's going to be pushing 1,000 horsepower, it's important that we have really good cooling going on up front, especially. We don't have an intercooler, but for the, antifreeze, of course, we can get a bigger fan, which we will. But that 2 big stripes, in my opinion, going across like that is just really, like, I guess, blocking the airflow for the most part. So a wide open mesh grille like that, I think is going to look really good. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's going to look and help us with temperatures in the summer, especially when it's going to be 100 degrees at the track. But without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get this going. So super easy to do. Like I said, we're going to be doing the headlights, the fog lights, the tail lights, the third brake light, and a little, I guess, bonus is going to be doing the remote start on this truck, which, believe it or not, supposedly takes like 2 to 3 minutes to do. So I mean, this thing is base. It has no remote start. Everybody knows that. You got a little ignition key to start the truck, but it's supposed to help, so we'll see how that goes. But without further ado, let's start by taking the stuff off in the front. So to get to the headlights, you do need to take off the grille, and of course there is a few clips on the top over there, on top of the radiator we need to take off. And this piece right here is actually a separate piece of the, I guess, the bumper. I don't know what you want to call it. It's like a trim piece that goes all the way across, so that does need to come off as well. Super simple because there's just 2 bolts holding it here on the side, and then just unscrew those and it should be able to slowly pop it off. This is not going to be like I guess you can say a full instructional video. I'm going to talk about where the bolts are and what you need to take off. But besides that, it's just going to be a quick little video to change the look of it. By the way, I did take like a video of it before. So here's the footage of that, so you can kind of see how it looks from all the way around. Daytime and nighttime, you can see how horrible these headlights are. In one of the clips, by the way, you can see the truck started rolling away because I forgot to put it in drive when I jumped out. So that that was not good. That almost caused a bad accident. So luckily I jumped in fast enough. Alrighty guys, so like I said, the first step that you do is of course pop the hood. Make sure mine is barely clearing this garage door lever. I don't know what to call it, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna take off all these push pins that are holding this little plastic piece. I think I count like 16 plus in here. Of course, make sure you get it from underneath the intake on the corner one here, and then it should literally just kind of lift off and be easily removed. And there's that. So we're gonna put this to the side here. Make sure nobody breaks their steps on it. And then there should be a few sensors, I think, or any sensors really to take off. Not many here. I just see one probably for the forward collision or for the horn or something. So make sure you pop that off there. Then I see one here as well. That is probably the airbag sensor. I could be wrong. There you go. The rest is super simple. I mean, you will get this thing out of the little hole as well that holds on like a little zip tie, and then you got four, I think 10mm bolts here to take, well, pretty much this grill off, because the next step is to pop it out after the fact. So let's get these bolts off. By the way, super good tool to have, especially if you're working on these newer vehicles. It's like this push pin tool. It comes in the set from AutoZone or Advanced Auto Parts. I think it's a few bucks, and you can get different lengths and different angles to be able to really get in there. Really does help instead of trying to do it with a screwdriver or a flathead or whatever, because sometimes to get these out, you just don't want to break them, because then you got to buy a whole new set of them. So yeah guys, let's get these bolts off and keep going. All right, so after you took off the four 10mm bolts here holding this bracket that's behind the grill, and you unplug the sensor, before you start yanking on the grill itself, please make sure you take off this plastic piece that runs in front of the grill. There is two 7mm bolts you got to unscrew from the sides here. If your truck has a fender flare, which this one doesn't, base truck of course, you will need to kind of peel it off a little bit to the side. It has like, I think, push pins or something as well that holds it in. You'll just take it off so you can have access to this piece. But I have taken the 7mm off on both sides. So the next step, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is you should be able to kind of slowly pull on it, and it should come off by itself. Kind of got to wiggle it off there, off the plastic piece. There it goes. Super simple, as you can tell. There it goes, and it just kind of unclips all the way around. Let's get on this side as well. See if we can kind of pry it on from this side. Come on, stop it. Stop playing games. There it goes. Okay, so this piece we will put to the side as well. Try not to scratch it as we one-hand it. All right, so that came off. All right, so after you took off that plastic piece and before you start pulling on the grill, there is two 8mm bolts. Well, one is for the headlight, but one is for the grill itself. I did start yanking on it. Turns out I almost broke that off with my superpowers or whatever. Super string, just kidding. But anyways, you gotta take off, might as well take off both bolts since we're gonna be taking the headlight off anyway. So go ahead and yank both of these out or pull them out. And then after that, what you will do is you will slowly just kind of start pulling on it up, and you will see that it'll just, you know, I don't know, kind of lift off by itself. So it should be pretty simple. Let's get those bolts off. All right, so with the bolts off, all you kind of do, you kind of want to focus on the corners to be able to, look at that. Look how, wow, that's so loose. That's awesome. So you should be able to kind of lift up and out. It's kind of hard to do it with my only one hand. So there it goes, kind of popped out there. See if I can kind of do it here as well. There it goes, it slid out also. All right, so with everything taken off, turns out it does come off with this plastic piece on the backside of the grill, so should be pretty simple. I don't know why it's not, there it goes. So it kind of just slides out. All right, calm down, and then lift up from the bottom. Let's kind of get it around, and boom guys, let's go. The grill is off. It is very ugly, so that's going to be replaced with this bad boy right here. Yo, let's go take a look. Let's see what this looks like real quick. So with it, I know we're gonna have to do adjustments and all, but just want to kind of stick it in here and get an idea. Oh boys, look at that mother chucker. Oh, that's mean. That is so aggressive. All right, let's get some headlights on this thing too. Jeez, that looks so much better. I still can't believe I'm getting so excited about doing something minor as a headlight replacement, a grill replacement, stuff like that. It's so sick though, but it is going to take a different approach to it, so it's going to look a lot better. So I did notice that on this grill, I don't know if it's going to transfer over or not, but on the stock grill, I think we have active shutters, like for the grill. I don't know, for the aerodynamics or for fuel efficiency or something. I've never seen that before. That explains why we have one of these sensors here. So I think it just transfers over to the new grille and covers it from behind. So that's gonna be interesting to find out if we need to swap it over or not. I never really thought about it, but next thing we got to do, guys, is take the headlights off, of course. So the way we do that, super simple. You got 3 bolts here. I think they're all 3 are 10 millimeters, so knock those out. We did take the bolt off here already that, like I said, we would need to come off anyways. And then you got 2 10 millimeters on the top here and a little plastic piece. And then what you'll do is you'll literally just kind of lift it up from the bottom and the headlight will come right out. So let's get both of these bad boys knocked out and go from there. All right, guys, bolts are out. Last thing is to take these push pins out real quick. So 1 push pin, 2 push pins. Let's put these over here on the side. I do use random like cups and glasses to kind of you know, keep my bolts and stuff intact. That way I'm not holding them in my pants pockets and stuff like that and they get lost. So all right, guys, so this should be easy now since we got everything unhooked. Make sure you kind of wiggle this in the back plastic fender piece as well, kind of out of the way. When you do that, you can actually hear it kind of almost like click out of the way, and then when you lift up, it literally comes right out, boys. And now we unhook plugs and everything there real quick. So headlights, high beams, turn signals, all that fun stuff. And there's our old headlight. Let's do it to the other side real quick. Out of there, there it goes. And slide this bad boy out, unhook everything. Second headlight is out as well. Let's get rid of these boring headlights. Let's install the next ones. Let's install the new headlights, boys. All right, guys, so here, I grabbed the one for the passenger side so we actually see it installed. Super simple, guys, slides right back in the same way. As you can see, the looks like the LED strip has already been wired in. So all you do is you plug this into the standard plug that you got, which looks like it's this one right here. You heard that click. Then we click everything back in, as if it was a standard plug. Click there. Last one here. Oh, this way. And nice. And it is all wired up. Now we just literally guide it and slide it back the same way it went in or came out. Get it around here in that plastic trim. Slide into the pinholes there. And boom, guys, it's back in. It's back in. Oh my God. Dude, that looks so sick. I wonder if I could turn it on real quick, guys. See if you can tell a difference or how good it looks. Give me 1 second. Oh my God, dude, what? Look at this. Look at this bad boy. Just the LED alone is nice. This one's still, I guess, a halogen's a little bit yellow, but that LED across, oh my God, with the black grill right here. Let's get it going, guys. I can't wait. I'm gonna install everything back in. You guys, it's pretty much in reverse. So just like we took the headlights out, that's the same way you install it back in. So I'll get both screwed in real quick. And then when we get to the grill, I'll show you guys what happens next. So let's get it going. Holy mother of God. Look at that, dude. Tell me that ain't sexy. Please try to tell me that does not look amazing. Of course, we don't have the grill installed yet, but dude, the headlights alone are just so freaking bright. Imagine when you're doing drag racing at night, you got the headlights off, just that LED running there. You're gonna have bright fog lights here too. This is just freaking amazing. Holy mother, that is so sexy. So let's get this grill installed. I do think we have to transfer some plastic parts over and things like that, so that's not hard. I will put the link at the bottom for all the parts and what I bought them for them, but dude, I mean, geez, drop a like for that. That is the sexiest headlights I've ever seen. That looks so good. We will probably drop off or swap out the little headlights, the actual headlight itself, to HID bulbs, maybe some 10Ks or something, I don't know, but let's get this grill installed as well. Alrighty, guys, so I am swapping the grill over as we talked about. So we're putting the new mesh Baja grill on there, which is super sleek and nice. You do need to put the active grill shutters back in. Reason for that is because that is pretty much the back bracket that is holding the grill to this bumper reinforcement or radiator support, whatever you want to call it. So without it, there's no way to really hook it on here at the bottom, because as you can tell, there is clips that hold on to the actual, I guess, I don't know what to call them, active shutters or whatever. So they do clip in at the bottom here. So this is reversed right now, flipped upside down. There's a little cover at the bottom. So in order to get the grill off, you will need to take or unscrew, I think it's 2 10mm bolts right there. And then you will need to slowly pop these out, the little clips. And there is, of course, a little bit of push pins here at the bottom you got to take out to reach the clips. Besides that, there is also 1 bolt up here at the bottom, or right in the center, I guess, on the back side of this grill shutter that you will need to take out. If you don't, you will break this. And then I also unscrewed, there was I think 2 push pins or guide pins at on the side there. I don't think I needed to do that. That was a little extra. But after you do all that, just go ahead and swap it over to the new grill, and then just screw everything right back in where it went, except the centerpiece, of course, because you clearly can tell there is no forward side or anything like that that's going to be there. But everything else should convert or swap over, and then the rest is super simple. So we will slap this back in here, screw it back in, pretty much doing everything in reverse, and let's see what that truck looks like. What do you think, guys? Ladies and gentlemen, this sucker looks so freaking good with that blacked out grill and the black headlights with the blacked out housing as well. That's so sick. I love it. Now, why do I have the intake off? And that's because the final part to make sure these amber LEDs work is that you have to use these quick connects pretty much to wire this wiring pin, harness, wire, whatever you want to say, to the daytime running lights or the amber lights right here. So in order to make them work is that you have to plug it in here, and pretty much, like I said, use the quick connects. It's super easy, no damage to the wire itself, so you're not cutting anything, and it's really easy to do, quite honestly. So all you gotta do is we're gonna strip this black housing a little bit more, that way we have more access to the wire itself, and then we'll do the quick connects, and then that'll be the final reveal there, guys. So it's really simple to install. This grill did come from americantrucks.com, I think. It was the 4x4 Baja grill black mesh. I'm going to reveal all the prices for everything we install at the end of the video, but super easy to install, and it actually does come with instructions, and it tells you exactly what to do when it comes to the wire itself, how to wire it in. Make sure you do it to the daytime running lights and nothing else, not the turn signals or anything like that. But yeah, guys, give me just a few, let me wire it in. And then we're going to start with the fog lights, which is super easy. There's a reason why I haven't put the white plastic trim back in this piece right here, because in order to get to the fog lights, I am going to remove the bumper. You don't have to, but I want to show you where all the bolts are and everything, so it makes it a lot easier for you. Again, it's like 6 bolts to take the bumper off, so it's nothing that serious. But yeah, let me finish wiring this real quick, guys, and I'll be right back. Yeah. Tell me that doesn't look so much more better. You know what? I might actually not black out those 3 LEDs. That is so freaking aggressive. Even without not having that black stripe or white plastic piece there, it still looks so freaking good. I cannot get enough of this front end. Wow, that's amazing. Now you can see the red wire showing underneath there. I will hide that or tuck it away. That won't be an issue. So the next step, guys, is we got to get better fog lights, which we have here with us. So it is going to look a lot better too. There should be in this box right here. So let me show you what I mean by that. Also very simple to do, a lot easier than the rest of the headlights and the grill that we did. Quite honestly, the grill was the toughest part. Headlights were easy, just a few bolts, but these are the new fog lights for us. Yeah, boys. Oh, absolutely. Blacked out with LEDs inside. Way better than this halogen stuff. So that is going to look so freaking sick, guys. So the easiest way of doing this, and it is actually really easy. That's what I love about Ford, is how easy they made it, is you have 2 bolts. I think they're 21 millimeters, one on each side of the frame rail behind the bumper, so they're around here somewhere. So you got to get underneath there and just unscrew that. Then one more on this side as well, and then you got 2 bolts that are actually pretty cool. They're hidden behind this plastic pieces there. So once you take the plastic pieces off, which I do recommend using like a plastic little swivel tool or whatever, so that way you're not really damaging the chrome. But once you pop this off, and it should be really easy to do. Yeah, see, this one is actually not that hard at all. It actually has like a little dent right there, and not dent, but like a spot where you can pretty much stick something in, and then you should be able to, there you go, just pop that right off. And you got the 2 bolts right there, another 21 millimeters holding the bumper on this side. Once you get all that, and then super easy, all you do is literally just pull the bumper right off. That's the only thing holding it, is 6 bolts total. Make sure you unplug the fog light before you do it, so you don't rip the wire. But once we get the bumper off, again, you don't have to do this. You can do it without taking the bumper off, but it's going to be easier. So I can show you exactly what's going on and how to unhook the fog light to replace them. So I'm going to do a little bit extra work here, but for me also, I hate laying on the ground, so I'd rather just get this off real quick and go from there, guys. So like I said, 6 bolts and the bumper is right off. Alrighty, guys, and the bumper is off. God, I can't get over that look. It looks almost like a Raptor in a way, honestly, even though it's just a regular cab, little short bed truck. This is going to be making 1,000 horsepower, but whatever, what do I know? But anyways, like I was saying, there is 3 bolts. So this is a little bracket on the back end of the frame rail, so there is 2 nuts that you will take off there on each side, and then of course the other bolt is right here. So like I said, it's on the outer sides of the frame rail, so you'll take the nut off on here. So you do have to get underneath the truck in order to do that, and then make sure before you take the bumper off, you do disconnect this and the little zip tie plug, whatever that goes on the side of the bumper or inside the bumper as well. But the cool thing about these fog lights, and I will leave a link in the description, is they're plug and play. So you literally take off the little, you know, the light bulb or whatever that hangs on the back of it or at the end of it, and then you just plug in this built-in LED, and that's it. It should be good to go. So let me plug it in just to show you guys what I'm talking about real quick, and slowly put it down, not to scratch the lens or anything like that. Let me see if I can turn on the truck, and fog lights, regular little bulb, and then there you have it, boys. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God. That is so freaking bright. I mean, talk the amount of upgrades we're doing right now, and all this costs less than $1,000, and we're doing it ourselves. I am literally not mechanically inclined, nowhere near it. I could probably tear an engine apart, but I don't think I could put it back together, and if I did, there's gonna be extra bolts laying around. I'm learning as I go, guys, so anybody can do this. Look at that. God, I can't get over that. Now, next week is going to be a little Whipple action, so I can't wait for that. But let's go ahead and swap out these fog lights. So, to take off the old ones, you see there's a little spring here. You have to unscrew it because you do, this one does come with new hardware pretty much, so you will install the new springs in here. But once you do that, there's a little clip on the side. Gently take a flathead and kind of release the fog light. So once you do that, because as you can tell, this is holding the fog light in, and then it clips in on the side. So once you release it here, it'll literally just slide out of the bumper on the front. Make sure you catch it in case you want to keep the old one, and then literally just install the new one with the new spring in the back and clip it back in on the side, and that's it. That's all it takes, literally. So let's get this going. Should be a really quick and easy process. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2018 Ford F-150 does not look like a grandpa truck anymore. It is done. Literally took probably an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, but I really did take my time, make sure all the bolts are there. I didn't miss anything. Everything was wired in correctly, but look at the look of this bad boy now. Golly. Now imagine when you hear a supercharger whining as well. That's just gonna be so mean. And like I said, way better cooling now, so that definitely will help us in the future. Now let's move on to the back end. So what we're gonna do is replace the tail lights as well. So I do have a brand new set right here, and it looking so sexy. They are a little different than what I'm used to, but I think it really will make this truck pop. So if we hold it up to each other, that definitely looks a lot better. It's almost like a blacked out little bit of chrome in there, but it definitely should look really good. So the cool thing about it, it is simple to do. From what I understand, literally is one plug. So what you do is drop the tailgate down. There is literally just two, I think 8mm bolts that you take out, and then literally this tail light will just slide out because it's got these guide pins right there, as you can tell. So those guide pins literally are just super simple to do. So let's just go ahead and pop these out and put the new ones in. Literally, it's super simple. There's nothing really to show, but so this is how it looks before, and now look at it. I mean, come on, dude, can this truck get any better? Oh my God, it's just the little things in life, you know what I mean? The little things. Let me turn on the hazard light. Hazard lights on. Here's how it looks now. It's got little blinkers on there, which is great. So the old school headlights did not, or tail lights, I'm sorry, did not have this LED run in there, so now it has it. It's upgraded, so this looks so freaking sick. I mean, dude, it is a completely different truck now. Look at that. I cannot get enough of this. It's just the lighting, man. The lighting plays such a big role in this, in making a truck look good. It's all about the lighting. It's all about the looks of a truck. All right, turn the hazard lights off. Completely forgot to do that. Now, what we are going to be doing last and final piece, literally the taillights took maybe 5 minutes, maybe that. Literally, you take the bolts on, then just kind of slide it out, and that's it. Last thing is that third brake light there. As you can tell, it's very ugly and kind of white looking, but this is a smoked out third brake light. Same thing, guys, looks like 4 bolts here, so you'll just unscrew the old one. As you can tell, there looks like there's 4 bolts here. You can use it's a special tool on there, and then when you pop this off, it does have a gasket there, but this new one comes with a gasket as well, so make sure you put this on there. Looks like double-sided tape, that way you don't get any water seepage or anything inside the cab, because that's the worst thing you can do is get electrical issues from doing this wrong. But give me a second, guys, let's see how it looks. So here's the old one, and boom, another addition, another upgrade. Looks so good, especially blacked out. I haven't told you guys this yet, but I am going to be tinting or wrapping the roof, so it's going to be blacked out too. What I like with the tint and everything that's done on the windows is these pieces right here from factory are black too, so it really gives an aggressive look. Mirrors are blacked out, of course. Everything, it's just I can't, man, I cannot not love this truck. I've had $100,000 cars, but something about the way this one looks, maybe it's because I'm building it instead of sending it to a shop, so it feels better. It feels more like, you know, put blood, sweat, and tears into it. So it's, I don't know, man, we're just getting started, but I just feel like this is such a beautiful, beautiful truck. It's turned out very, very well. We are going to get rid of some of these graphics. So we have done, like I said, the third brake light is done. The last thing we are going to do is this remote starter. As you all know, these F150s are so basic. This XL literally has nothing on it, and I live in the winter where sometimes it's 20 degrees, 10 degrees outside, it's snowing. I would love to have remote start. So this little item here, I guess, I don't know what to call it, a gadget, says that it takes literally like 5 minutes, and that's it. It's ready to roll. The way you do it, and it's cool because it even gives you some really cool instructions. Literally, it's like 5 things to do and it's done. So you plug in the cable C into the module, plug the cable A into the 20-pin base or the OBD2, and then you connect one cable to another one, start the engine with your key. The module will literally go from red to green to red, then turn off the engine, unplug the cable, and then insert the new cable and start it, and that's it. It is done. So I am going to post a link to this remote start thing as well, guys. Like I said, it's supposed to be super, super simple. So as you can tell, it's a little device. We're going to have to zip tie it underneath the dash, and then you got the little OBD2 plug in here, and then a few cables, but everything is plug and play. That's what makes it awesome. Let's see if the remote start works, man. I hate messing with electronics. I hate it. It worries me, but I got to learn at some point. So why not do it on my own really, really sexy truck? So let's go, guys. Alrighty, guys, moment of truth. So with this system, you press lock 3 times and it should remote start. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, what? Dude, I did it, man. Who knew? That is so sweet. Okay, so the key's in here though. This is an ignition key. So here it is. So if I unlock the truck, oh wow, it stays on. Okay. So I'm guessing I gotta put the key in to drive, of course. This the little box that could, man. We're just gonna have to tuck it away somewhere underneath so they can't see, but I'm guessing I'll just put the key in the ignition, turn it, and then what? Do I just put in drive? No way. Yeah, no, we're moving. Oh god. Dude, that's so sick. What? Bro, this has been an experience, I'm not gonna lie. This has been, I'm not used to it. Wow, we got so much accomplished, guys. So much accomplished. This truck looks so freaking amazing. Man, I am legitimately so proud of myself. That looks so much better, just in time for the upgrades that are coming in the next video. And if you guys were paying attention, maybe not, but it looks like we have a few boxes that showed up as well during the process. UPS stopped by, so there's more goodies coming. So this is amazing, guys. This looks so freaking good. By the way, if anybody wants my stock parts, the grill, headlights, fog lights, hit me up on Instagram, let me know so I can, you know, we can kind of look at it and see. Maybe you want them, I'll give them to you. Now I sell them at a really good price, but they're just gonna be laying here. I'm not putting that ugly stuff back on. So maybe somebody's fixing the truck, so let me know. I can sit here and just stare at that. I swear, that looks so good. And the next thing we need is to find a white bumper. That way it looks really, really nice. But at this point, honestly, chrome doesn't pop out as much anymore because it takes, the black grill takes all the viewing away from it, I guess, or all the attention away from it, which is awesome. But let's go over the pricing real quick of how much everything costs. Before you guys start asking where I bought everything, I will tell you most of the stuff, or a lot of the stuff, did come from eBay, right? I know all you guys are just gonna bash me because, oh my god, eBay is the cheap, it's the yard sale of the internet. But guys, eBay just means that it came from China directly. Sometimes you gotta wait a little bit longer, but most Chinese companies, first off, they make products for everybody. There might be a name brand headlight that costs $1,000, but it's literally the same headlight, just without a brand on it. That's all it is, guys. Everything comes from China. Factories, the same factory will make it for all kinds of different businesses with just different logos on it, is all it is. So yes, I bought it at eBay. It didn't take long at all, actually. Probably within a week, everything came in. So that was very impressive. So the must-have warehouse is here. So let's talk about the pricing. So the headlights, let's start with those. The headlights cost $395 shipped. So let's say $400 for these really nice blacked out, really sick headlights. Then we have the third brake light, which was 20 bucks. So now we're up to $420. Not bad for a third brake light. It looks so nice. And then taillights were $250. So now we're up to, I don't know, $670. And the fog lights were only 50 bucks, believe it or not. So that's not bad at all for that blacked out look fog light. That looks so sick. So 650 plus 670 plus 50, we're at $720. Remote start was right at $140. $40. So that's not bad. Actually, most of them were going for that. And again, now I can warm up on my truck in the mornings. I don't know how it's going to work with programming once we start tuning. I don't know if that little box will get in the way of anything. We'll find out very shortly, pretty much next week. What did I say? 720 plus 140, so 860. And the grill itself, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't think I am, let me look at it. That one did come from American Truck, like I said. I think it was like right at $130, $140. So we're literally right under $1,000, right at $1,000 shipped. So for $1,000 guys, you made your 2018 F150. That's a complete base XL look, something like that. I mean, come on guys, you cannot go wrong with that. That looks so much more aggressive, looks so good with the third brake light smoked out. And of course, those actually look really good. I kind of like it because it's kind of like chrome, but a faded chrome. So it looks really good with the white paint job on it. It doesn't stick out as much as those red taillights look, because those are just straight ugly and base and all that fun stuff. But this has been fun, guys. This was a longer video. I would say it took about, probably with recording and doing all the camera work, it took probably about 3.5 hours, but so worth it, guys. It looks so aggressive, so great. So next thing is going to be the suspension work, and then we are putting the Whipple on. We're doing it ourselves at a performance shop, so there's going to be a lot more content coming, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video wasn't too long. If it was, I hope it was informative, and if you love what you're seeing, drop a like, drop a comment, drop a subscription, and I will see you guys next time. Enjoy your cars, enjoy your lives, enjoy your trucks, enjoy everything, and I'll see you next time. Peace.